So, let's talk about handling right now. If you get in a baby monitor, what's important to know is that whatever action that you take is going to be imprinted in its mind for its whole life. So, with the baby, it's important that you know your scent. One of the things that you can do is put an item of your clothing inside their enclosure, which helps them get to know you. When you're going in to grab them, death grabs I totally would avoid. Which is pretty much going in at a topward angle. What this is going to mimic is maybe a bird of prey in the wild that's just going to snatch it up. So it's important. Let's just go ahead and start with the savannas. This is one of the easiest animals you can take care of. And so now it's time to talk about handling animal or monitor. One of the things to consider is how you approach your animal. These are very intelligent creatures, and whatever you do is going to be remembered by them. So what we always try to suggest is never approaching them at an upward angle where you're mimicking a bird of prey or any type of predator. Now, say you get your monitor and it's hissing at you or it's puffing up. One of the ways to have it get used to you that I've learned is putting a dirty sock in the enclosure, any article of clothing. That's going to help the animal remember your scent. So, it's really important that your monitor knows who you are, and they're going to tell this by your scent. So, an easy way for you to do this is with a common popular monitor species, which is the Savannah monitor. What I want to show you the body language that it gives off. When I put my hand in, I'm always going to go palms down, and I'm going to have it taste me. When they taste you, they're going to say, hey, he's either a friend or an enemy. The puffing's normal, but you want them to keep their tongue out when they're going after you. So now that we spoke about the importance of scent, now let's talk about how you can incorporate that whenever your monitor's feeding. What I like to do personally is use a spoon, which is very close and intimate. As the monitor gets bigger, do take into consideration their feeding response. But this right here is just some monitor mush that we have, great smell. And what I do is let them engage in the smell first.
I look like almost large.
Yeah, that's cool.
And after that's happened, you slowly lower your hand here, where they get to smell both of them and differentiate. This is going to help definitely when they get bigger. It's going to be a back and forth when you guys are going to dance. Sometimes when they're really hungry, they'll have a higher feeding response. Sometimes they won't. The more repetition that you have, the better. Let's try it lastly with the Argus monitor. We all ate crickets today. Maybe we can do this another day too, which is a super huge one. Okay. So this is our Argus monitor, and we're going to try that same practice technique. So you can tell when your animal's scared, so slow approaches are super important. You don't want any tail whips or head banging against the glass. Hissing's okay. You see how he caught that response? Then you start to lower your hand in there. What you're trying to move from is fear into the feeding response. I'll let him get a little sample, right? Because he's got a good response. And he's going to be like, hey, I want more.
Okay, you don't want to be just because they have just medics. I don't want to be just on box. No, I'm saying.
See him searching for more?
You see him looking at your fingers and looking at the food.
Perfect.
Oh, he knows which is which.
Now he's saying, I'm not scared of you anymore. And, 2 or 3 years later, when you have a full-grown Argus monitor,
you'll be glad that you taught him the difference between your hand and food.
Yeah. You reward him with the type of behavior that you want. I'm not grabbing him. There's no death grabs. He's still apprehensive every once in a while, but like I said, you're going to be dancing.
Cool.
He's like, you just moved too fast for me.
What station are you at? I'm at station 3. Station 3 also?
Even your first couple, you don't even have to have your hand in there. This is a little hasty.
Yeah, when I
Okay, so what we were just feeding monitors was monitor mush, which is an in-house diet. The good thing about this is it's going to be low in fat and high in protein. So that's definitely an option. If you wanted to do something more can-based, there's definitely the technical and monitor diet, which is really good as supplemental or staple, as well as many of the different can diets.
And then one of the things, the canned diets, we carry a ton of them on our website, and they actually give you the option that you might not have easily at home. Like for example, the Cano shrimp. Back when I kept my doom rolls monitors, I'd give them the shrimp all the time. There's also snails, so you don't have to worry about parasites in your snails. These are cooked. There's giant canned grasshoppers, again, so that way you don't have to worry about whether or not your animal is getting parasites from wild-caught bugs outside. And then Aaron's going to touch on the...
Finally, it doesn't matter what option that you choose, make sure that it definitely has a variety in it, and sprinkle everything with your vitamins and calcium.
Any insects you feed, because of the phosphorus in that exoskeleton, you're always going to want to help compensate by giving them a good multivitamin and calcium containing D3. If your monitor is being housed outdoors, use one without D3. But for anybody housing your animals inside, definitely use the D3.
Definitely. And go online, check us out at www.LLLReptile.com.